Hi everybody, my name is Sera Jo. This week I'm co-hosting music lessons with Carlos. See you!
Welcome everybody to another live session in music lesson webinar with Carlos. Today we will cover different topics such as ear training, music theory, keyboard skills, chord progressions, and contemporary voicings. We also have some new piano tutorials, so stay tuned and let's get started. Well, thank you, Sera Jo, for this introduction, of a solo transcription, bass solo transcription of Jeff Lorber song Surreptitious. And this is another song that we have to practice. So many things that we have to practice. So little time. Okay, and now talking about practicing, let's get to our work. And let's see, do I want to do this first? No, I want to work with my chromatic scales. I want to work with my chromatic scales. This is the best warm-up. And then what I'm planning to do after working with chromatic scales, I want to explore chord formations via a chord pairing. And then also just taking one triad and then expanding it, in using tertial harmony, with a assumed scale in the background. Okay, why don't we start? Let's see, my piano is maybe a little bit louder. Okay, good. We are gonna play our chromatic scale in the key of D. We're gonna go up and down descending, and I wanna use two formats. I wanna use open key signatures, so everything is seeming a key of C, and then I wanna use traditional key signatures, and I would like to practice in both ways. That's very beneficial. So here we go. Do, di, re, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do. Descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, se, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. And now I would like to practice with traditional key signatures. Sometimes with one or two, flats or sharps is no big deal. But once we start having 5 or 6, it's requires more attention. So here we go. We're gonna change. We're gonna change. Instead of playing, we're gonna sing, but we're gonna only touch the keys. So that will push us to get our internal perception of all those notes really strong and sharp. So here we go. Do, di, re, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do. And now descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, si, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay, good. And now I want to do the same in bass clef. Now we're going to do the same in bass clef with both open keys and traditional keys. So we're going to play a major triad, and with our left hand we're going to play a bass line. Here we go. Do, di, re, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do. Descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, si, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Good, so now we are going to sing with traditional key signatures, and we only are going to touch the keys. We're not going to play the keys, but we're going to sing. Do, di, re, re, mi, fa, fi, sol, si, la, li, ti, do. Good, descending. Do, ti, te, la, le, sol, si, fa, mi, me, re, ra, do. Okay, that's a nice warm-up. Nice warm-up. And now I want to continue with some ear training. And now let's do some ear training. In ear training, we're going to do a few things that we started last time. We're going to start with single notes. Single notes, yeah, so we're going to play a triad, kind of to establish a key center, and then we're going to quickly sing all the diatonic notes. Yeah, now they can be in any sequence, yeah, I just chose this sequence for today. Yeah, so, and we're going to change keys all the time, yeah, so that implies that we need to bring those note feelings, yeah, from long-term memory. Let's start in the key of A. Let's sing Do. Do, and then we check. Next key, let's go to D flat. We're gonna sing Fa. Fa. Good. Let's go to G. No, let's go to another key. Let's go to D. And let's sing T. T. And let's go to G flat. Let's sing Mi. Mi. And moving on, let's go to the key of B. And we're gonna sing La. I'm gonna wait a couple seconds. So you're gonna sing La. La. And then we check. And let's go to F. We're gonna sing Re. I'm gonna wait for a couple seconds for you to sing Re. Re. And moving on, we're gonna go to B flat. And we're gonna sing Sol. I'm gonna wait for a couple seconds for you to sing Sol. Sol. Okay, good. And now I would like to move on. And I want to work with those basic, with those melodic patterns, yeah? And the way they work, they're all written in the key of C, but we're going to be transposing to every single key. Yeah. So the way they work is pattern 1 through 4, they move in a diatonic second format, and then patterns 5 through 8 they move in diatonic thirds. Yeah. So we're gonna explore those 8 patterns. So here we go. Let's go to the first pattern. Ti, do, re, do, ti. We're gonna sing. Ti, do, re, do, ti. Actually, there are a couple different ways, different levels of practicing. One that I call fundamental, which is more, actually is the most important one, is dedicated to actually create the memory, create the musical perception. So for that, we would play and sing at the same time. Ti, do, re, do, ti. And the other one, more advanced, once you feel that you have all those, you can hear those fragments, those melodic patterns really well. Then you just play in any key. You sing ti, do, re, do, ti, and then you can just check. Then you can move to another one. Yeah, and then without having to play, yeah, ti, la, sol, la, ti, and then you check. Okay, so but now for this class, let's just work on the fundamental level. Yeah, so we're gonna sing and play at the same time. Let's start in the key of A. We're gonna do number 1, ti, do, re, do, ti. Ti, do, re, do, ti. And let's even though we're playing, yeah, let's really hear those notes in our mind. The ti, do, re, do, ti. Okay, and moving on, we're gonna go to D flat. We're gonna sing number 2. Ti, la, sol, la, ti. Ti, la, sol, la, ti. And really hearing those notes, yeah? Let's move on to the key of E. We're gonna sing the third pattern. Ti, do, ti, la, ti. Ti, do, ti, la, ti. Yeah, and moving on, let's go to number 4. Let's go to the key of A flat. In the key of A flat, we're gonna sing ti, la, ti, do, ti. So let's get our ti. Ti, la, ti, do, ti. And moving on, we're gonna go to number 5. Now the notes are gonna move in diatonic thirds. So let's start in G. And we're gonna sing ti, re, fa, re, ti. So we're locating, even on the keyboard, ti, re, fa, re, ti. We're gonna learn to sing those notes. Ti, re, fa, re, ti. Then always, we can check, we can play again, so we internalize, yeah, all those patterns more. Let's go to B flat. Number 6. Ti, sol, mi, sol, ti. Ti, sol, mi, sol, ti. And moving on, let's go to number 7. Number 7, and we're gonna sing in the key of G flat, moving to the key of G flat. We're gonna sing ti, re, ti, sol, ti. Ti, re, ti, sol, ti. And we have one more key, which, and let's move to D flat. In the key of D flat, we're gonna sing this pattern. Key of D flat. Ti, sol, ti, re, ti. Ti, sol, ti, re, ti. And part of the practice is we do this melodic practice workout through all the diatonic degrees. Yeah. So if I would start in Do, yeah, it would look something like this. Same patterns, yeah, but now my startup is a Do, the Do of whatever key, yeah, I'm working at. And of course, once I feel very comfortable with major keys, then I move to minor keys, or more precise, I don't move just to minor keys. I move to chord in to modal key centers. Yeah, then I would explore, let's say, melodic minor, harmonic minor, natural minor. Yeah, which are going to have a completely different melodic pattern setup. Yeah, and then I'm going to explore all my major modes, my minor modes, and why not? Maybe we even can explore our harmonic minor modes. Yeah, and everything is going to be different. Yeah, and then what that is going to give us is the ability to be able to hear those elements. To me, those are like basic core musical elements. You know, yeah, we're just singing. Yeah. A basic element going from Do, up and down, Do, Re, Mi, Re, Do, or Do, Ti, La, Ti, Do. And then we're going to do the same on every diatonic degree. And then the patterns are going to change. Yeah? They're going to go in seconds or in diatonic thirds, and we're going to explore the sounds, yeah, of every diatonic degree. Okay, good. So that's it for today in ear training. And I want to continue. And I want to continue with, I said that I wanted to explore scales, chord pairing in scales. Yeah, and no, this is chromatic. I want to explore this. Okay. So you can see here we have a melodic minor scale, and you have a lot of different chords on top. And one way to explore chord scale harmony is about something called chord pairing, which is how a scale connects with a whole variety of chords and vice versa. Yeah, that's one level of relationship, harmonic relationships that we want to explore. Of course, that harmonic relationship then relates to even a larger relationship, which is the that chord and scale combination within a key. Yeah, so that's even a larger relationship. So, but those much later on. Yeah, for now, I just want to explore this. So, how are we going to do this? Let me see. I think I even can, yeah, I can zoom in a bit more. Okay, perfect. That's even better. So now I'm going to play a cluster, yeah, on whatever scale that we're going to be exploring. A cluster, I'm going to play the lower 4 notes and hold them down, upper 4 notes and hold them down, and then hold down all the 8 notes together. So I get a graphic display, yeah, of the scale, yeah, and I can see it better, hear it better, and also feel it. So it has a certain feel to my hands. Yeah, so I'm having more like a direct experience of that scale. So we're going to use that technique. So we're going to start, and we're going to use solfege. Solfege is always our language that is kind of organizing all our musical harmonic world together. So here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Together. Okay, so we have there our C melodic minor scale. So C melodic minor scale is going to give birth to those chords, to a minor major 7, minor 6, then to a minor major 7 with 9th, minor 6, 9, minor major 7, yeah, 11, 9, minor 6, 11, 9. And also the last one, a minor major 7, 13, 11, 9. And so we have it. Do, mi, sol, ti, re, fa, la. Okay, and we're going to move to the next one. Let me see if I even can zoom in a bit more. Let me see. Okay, and some reason it doesn't let me zoom in more than this. Okay, never mind. And we are going to continue. Now we're going to go to the second mode. Yeah, we're going to go here to the second mode of the melodic minor. Second mode would be called either Dorian flat 2, Phrygian sharp 6, or natural 6. I prefer the natural 6. Yeah. And we're going to have a couple interesting color notes, in this case Ra, the flat 2. So why don't we build our scale? Do, Ra, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, and together. And that is our Dorian flat 2, or Phrygian sharp 6 in C. Now this scale is going to pair with all those chords. It's going to pair with a minor 7, with a minor 7 11, and very interesting with a minor 7 11 13th. But what I'm more interested is in this group. Yeah, in this group here. It's going to pair with the Sus4, Sus4 flat 9. Let's see. Sus4 flat 9. It's going to pair with the Sus4 flat 9 13. And also it's going to pair with the Sus4 sharp 9. And also I forgot to add this one, Sus4 sharp 9 13. Yeah, and that's our second mode, and with the appropriate chord pairing. Now let's move on to the third mode of melodic minor. Third mode of melodic minor, we have a Lydian sharp 5, also called Lydian augmented. We're going to build the scale. Do, re, mi, fi, si, la, ti, do. And that is our scale. Yeah, our cluster. Yeah, so we're holding all the notes together. So very interesting notes is we have a sharp 4 and a sharp 5 together. Now let's sing it again. Do, re, mi, fi, si, la, ti, do. And we're going to have a couple chords with their extensions. Number one, we're going to have a major flat 5 and a major sharp 5. With a major flat 5, we can add the 9. Do, mi, se, ti, re. And we also can have a major sharp 9 with a 9. Do, mi, si, ti, re. And going back to the flat 5, I could have a 9 and a flat 13. Yeah, our sharp 5 is changing in harmonic meaning, in harmonic spelling. So instead of seeing it as a chord tone, I'm going to see it as an extension. I know, I'm going now deep into chord scale harmony. Yeah, but never. Okay, just follow me. It works. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the major 7 sharp 5. I'm going to add the 9. And now my flat 5 is going to change also in harmonic spelling. Instead of being a flat 5, I'm going to see it as an extension, as a sharp 11. I know I forgot to put it there. Okay, I have to make a note to add it. So now we're going to move on to our next scale. Next scale, Lydian flat 7, also called Lydian dominant. And why don't we sing it? Do, re, mi, fi, sol, la, ti, do. Okay. And that's it. Yeah, we have a very interesting scale. And the sharp 11, yeah, it's our color note. It's almost like a Mixolydian note, but with the sharp 11. So, and chord pairing. We can have a dominant 7. We can add a 9th. We can add the sharp 11. And we can add a 13 sharp 11 9. And this is a very, very unique sound. Do, mi, sol, te, re, fi, la. And let's move on. Moving on, we have our fifth mode, in melodic minor. So we have a Mixolydian flat 6. So we have a do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, do. In this scale, personally, I don't use it too much. But we have a dominant chord and a 9. It's available pairing. And moving on, this is a super useful scale. At least I use it all the time. And we have a do, re, mi, fa, se, la, te, do. What a nice scale. What a nice scale. And it is like a Locrian mode, but with a 9. So that gives us one more available extension. And chord pairing, we have a minor 7, minor 7, 9, minor 7, 11, 9, and we even can have a flat 13 here. And if we use solfege, do, mi, se, te, re, fa, le. What a cool configuration we have. And we have one more. The famous altered scale or super Locrian. And actually I'm using here, this is the 7th mode. Of which scale? The 7th mode actually of C sharp melodic minor. So actually this scale should be written as a B sharp. Nevertheless, for visualization purposes, so be able to handle it, and also most people use it in harmonic spelling, even if it's right or not, that's how I always see it used. So I'm gonna use it this way, but just for for theory's sake, it probably should be written as a B sharp, if we're gonna see it as the 7th mode of C sharp melodic minor. Okay, now let's go back to C. We're gonna build the scale. Do, ra, mi, fe, se, le, te, do. And that is our altered scale. And we're just gonna rest. We're gonna rest and chill a little bit on this scale. And here we go. Let's now see what are the chords that pair with the scale. Number one, we're going to have two types of chords. We're going to have a dominant flat 5. So we're seeing the flat 5 as chord tone. In this case, the G flat is chord tone, but we're going to see the A flat as an extension. So we're going to see the G flat is a flat 5, and then the A flat is an extension as a flat 13. That's one way of seeing it. And it's going to give you certain configuration of chords. The other one is we're going to pair the scale with an augmented 7. So this note, instead of seeing it as a flat 13, we're going to see it as a sharp 5, it's a G sharp. So our flat 5 is going to change in harmonic spelling. It's going to change meaning. And instead of seeing it as a flat 5, I'm going to see it as a sharp 11. Okay? So there are going to be the two tracks, the two paths of chord pairing, with the altered scale. So why don't we start? Flat 5, and the flat 5 can have a flat 9. We can have a sharp 9. Actually, we could play both. We can have a flat 9 and sharp 9 at the same time, or maybe even here. We can orchestrate a little bit different. And if we have a flat 9, we can have a flat 13. If we have a sharp 9, we can also have a flat 13. Okay, very interesting chord pairing. Now we're gonna go to the second one. Let's do our chord pairing in relationship to a sharp 5 dominant. Sharp 5, that means that this note, instead of seeing it as G flat, I'm gonna see it as an F sharp. Yeah? So actually, yeah, there are different ways of writing the altered scale. So I'm gonna see this as a F sharp. Why? Because I wanna see it as a sharp 11. So I have here my augmented 7 chord, and I can have augmented 7 chord with a flat 9. With a sharp 9, I could use both also. Sometimes in some chord changes, you know, some jazz charts, you see sharp 9, flat 9. Okay, that means a chord like this, voicing like this. Now, if I have a flat 9 and I have here my sharp 5, that means that I can use this note here, this F sharp, is a sharp 11. And also I can pair this with a sharp 9 and a sharp 11. Okay, actually this type of work we should do in all 12 keys, yeah? And it's not tedious, you know, it's so necessary, yeah? Because then we know, okay, you know, we start opening up to possibilities, yeah, harmonic possibilities. Okay, I have this chord, I can pair it with this scale, or I have this scale, I can pair it with the, you know, those 5, 6, 7 different chords, yeah. So it's a very good way to see it. And today I want to see our harmony, our extension harmony, from another perspective. I want to see it this way. Let me see something here. Okay, and trying. For some reason, this is not obeying, but so be it. One moment. Okay, I wanna zoom in, yeah, but it's not letting me zoom in to the degree that I want. Okay, never mind. No problem. Okay, here we have an augmented triad. In this case, if you see how we're stacking our thirds, you almost can see, oh, there is kind of an altered scale behind those possibilities, those that tertial stacking. Or stacking by thirds. So I'm going to start with my augmented triad, and I'm going to add a flat 7. You can say that I'm adding a diminished third. Now here I'm going to add a flat 9, and here I'm going to add a sharp 11. And then you have this very interesting chord stacking: root 3, sharp 5, flat 7, flat 9, sharp 11. Do, mi, si, te, ra, fi. Yeah, so that's another way of perceiving our chords. Now I'm gonna take the same augmented triad, but now we're gonna go through a sharp 9 instead, and we're gonna get a different type of sound. So we have a sharp 5, a augmented triad. I'm gonna add my flat 7. Instead of a flat 9 now, I'm going to add a sharp 9. And I'm going to add a sharp 11 on top. Very interesting sound. Root 3, sharp 5, flat 7, sharp 9, sharp 11. Do, mi, si, te, re, fi. Okay. Good. Good, so I'm glad that we explored those two chords. Yeah, in every class I want to start exploring now different chords via a tertial buildup, yeah? So, okay, so I think that was a little bit too theoretical, too left-brainish, so now I want to do something else. I want to work with some groove, I want to work with some merengue piano. Okay, so we are going to continue now with this merengue example. Yeah, it's example 2 of page 64 in Pambiche style, yeah, in 248 beats per minute. And it's from my book, Merengue Piano Styles, yeah, book that I had a lot of fun writing. You know, seems like we, many writers, we write about our own experiences in life. Yeah, so, and when I was maybe 18 or 19, and I was at Berkeley, I was studying composition, piano and composition there. And in order to pay, you know, for help myself, you know, I had to play every night, different clubs, all type of bands. And one of the type of bands that I was playing were merengue bands, yeah. And I remember those days I got a gig with this band, their name, La Típica Siboney. Yeah, and amazing Dominican musicians. That was the only non-merengue native, you know, and they were so gracious. They taught me, they had almost infinite patience, yeah, with me. Yeah, and you know, to this day I'm very thankful. Yeah, so they allowed me to learn more of the style. And then eventually, you know, years later, you know, after playing with all those merengue bands, I started to produce merengue albums and arrange, yeah, and that also helped me, yeah, to get all the samples and all the files and everything, yeah, in loops, you know, that I have in my own library, yeah, that I use for those books. Okay, so now let's practice together. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so now let's rewind. What do we have here? We have we're in the key of C. Oops, my piano sound changed. Okay, now that's it. That's the piano sound that I like. Yeah. So we're in the key of C. So we have a 1 major, then we have a flat 7. Where does this flat 7 come from? If we see modal interchange, you know, we can go between major and minor. And then if we're in the natural minor mode, yeah, that's the 7th degree. We add the flat 7. So we have a 1, flat 7, then we have a 4, then we have a 5. So this is very cool because I'm doing a little bit of modal interchange. Yeah, I'm going major, minor to the minor key, then I'm going back to major. Yeah, and then we have okay, and then also one of the things that I like with montuno patterns or guajeo patterns, you know, is that if we have a nice voice leading or a nice melody, more than voice leading, nice melody, you know, the kind of makes that montuno pattern sing. Yeah, those are my favorite ones, and I like this very simple. Da, 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 da. So let's practice again. And here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so now we're gonna practice slower, 180 beats per minute. 100, and let's practice together. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so now it's time to practice without the piano, just with percussion and bass. So when we practice with percussion and bass, I would like you to pay attention to the variations, yeah? So you're gonna have like almost a sub-style variation, you know, within the same apambichao pattern, yeah? So let's practice and let's pay attention to that. So you're feeling, yeah, you know, and the older I get, you know, the more I'm just convinced music is a feeling. Music is about feeling. Yeah, it just that's why it's so powerful. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, also, before we practice to 48, I would like to call attention, you know, we're kind of accentuating the end. Yeah, kind of, here we end to 4, isn't it? 3, end. 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 So when we practice, let's pay attention to that little accent, yeah, that we want to put there on the end of 4. Okay, so let's continue our practice. Okay, sorry for this, yeah, so now we're going to practice the 248 beats per minute. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed this presentation. And now one thing I want to do, One thing I want to do is I want to go and I want to work with some salsa piano. Again, you know, just part of my own experience, my own past when I was a Genesis student playing all those five-nighters, yeah, while I was going to school and during the day. I don't know what time did I sleep, yeah, but maybe I was young, I was able to put up with that, no problem. You know, we just were playing salsa merengue, back to forth, back to back, you know. I was going from playing Cuco Baloy and Juan Luis Guerra, you know, one of my favorite composers, you know. And then we were shifting, you know, to all the great salsa charts. So let's work with our salsa chops. Okay, so now I wanted to do something different. I would like to do this pattern, which is the 1-4-5 pattern, but I want to do it in the key of B flat. Yes, we haven't done B flat. Let me move my camera. Okay. B flat. We're in the key of B flat. So we have it 1, 4, 5, 1. And we're going to have this bass line. Yes, we're going to play bass line too. Okay. So here we go, bass line. I'm going to kind of tap here. I would like you to tap on your lap if you can. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so that's something that I would like you to practice. Practice your left hand just by itself, while on the other hand you're tapping, quarter notes. Or you can imagine that this is your cowbell. Yeah. And now we have this montuno pattern here. We're gonna play slowly in 2/3 clave. 1, 2, 3, and. Sound is a little bit too loud. Maybe now it's better. 3 and. Okay. Now we're gonna take this pattern. We're gonna play with 2/3 clave percussion. No bass, we're playing the bass. Yeah, and let's start slow. Let's start at 132 beats per minute. And from there, we're gonna take it up. And here we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, good. I think it's very important for us to play kind of in a slower tempos so we can kind of chill, laid back into the groove, Sometimes I use the metaphor. It's almost like sitting on a couch, yeah? So you have just to rest. Learn to rest in the groove, yeah? Now we're going to take it up a notch. We're going to go from 132 to 148 beats per minute. Okay. And let's practice together.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, good. Yeah, so now, taking it up a notch. And now we're going to go up to 156 beats per minute. Yeah, so in lower tempos, we focus on chilling on we can fine tune our groove. Whoever is your favorite, your salsa piano hero. Yeah, you can use his playing, you know, it's almost as a template, feeling template, yeah, so that you can kind of fine tune, or you can use many players, yeah, and then you can actually play, you know, maybe a bit more like Papo Luke, a little bit more like Oscar Hernandez, a little bit more like Eddie Palmieri. You know, they have different feelings. Yeah, and so here we go. Let's practice now at 156 beats per minute.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, now we're gonna take it up a notch. We're gonna go now kind of medium salsa tempo, 164 beats per minute. And here we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, we're gonna go up a notch. Now we're gonna starting to go into up tempo. Yeah, up tempo salsa. Yeah, we're gonna go to 172 beats per minute. Yeah, and of course there's still, we can go in almost like a, you know, mambo rumba style, super fast. But we're not gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna just work up to those medium up tempos. So here we go, 172 beats per minute.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, good. That was a nice workout for today. Okay, so now it's time to say goodbye until next Saturday. Next Saturday, and thank you for joining. And next Saturday, I wanna do tension substitution voicings. Yeah, so we were working with our dominant 739 root position in all 12 keys. I wanna continue with that. I wanna work now, but in first inversion. Yeah, we're gonna get to know in many other things I would like to cover. Okay, so until next Saturday. So, thank you for being with me in this live broadcast. We covered a lot of material, and we're going to continue to do so in our next class. I'll see you next week, same time, same channel. Until then, have a wonderful week, practice your instrument every day, and listen, and play lots of good music. See you next week.